Sige.
Doktor mo.
Yeah. Hello, good afternoon everyone. We are live back again here in Talisay. So, nandito pa rin tayo in Caltex dyan. But what's good in this Caltex is merong ramen place beside it. So, nag-order kami ng ramen and nandito na yung aking mga kapatid. So, my brothers, Alvin and Andrew and our extended brother, Luther. So, he's Alvin's best friend in college and in life in general. So, pag-uusapan natin yung mga low-carb foods because as you can see, very fit, di ba? Very fit. Very healthy?
No.
No, not very healthy. Why?
Healthy. Just discovered na meron akong fatty liver na, which to my surprise. I'm just wondering kung hindi ko na po, okay, hindi mo ko pala inom or...
Hindi umiinom.
Yeah.
Nag-exercise.
Let's say, I think ang muna ko ng dulag, it's up.
Nawala yung exercise. Okay. But you are looking fit.
Ano ba? Tagalog English.
Tagalog. We are in Bacolod, we are Ilonggo, but for the sake of you, our viewers, of course, we will talk in Tagalog, in English. And so, to recap, recently nagpa-labs.
Nagpa-lab ako just for routine and just check on my uric acid kasi usually
Yun na yung chine-check
uric acid
mo.
and cholesterol.
Cholesterol
I
and
was
uric
never
acid.
worried of SGPT or ALT.
ALT. Yeah, the liver enzymes.
Yep.
And now?
Nakita ko, parang, I find it surprising and also yung parang parang you keep on pondering where you get that kasi, di ba, ano ba yung normal? 50 below?
50 below,
50
49
below.
below.
My SGPT ALT is 108. 109.
Oh, taas.
Sobrang nung my family doctor sa was like very high and then malapit na daw siya sa ano bang next?
Steatohepatitis.
Parang yeah. And I asked him if reversible ba yan?
Yeah, if it's reversible.
Pwede po na.
Yeah. Because yung fatty liver is just the fatty infiltration of the liver. And then after, kapag nasira na, like for example, if there will come a point na yung liver mo can no longer tolerate the fats, it will burst and it will damage. And the moment it's already damaged, that is what we call NASH or non-alcoholic steatohepatitis. And it's not alcoholic given na hindi ka naman alcoholic.
Yeah.
You're not drinking, I think you were drinking pa siguro before, way back, as compared to now. Now, halos wala talagang ngayon, di ba? And people are wondering, you are actually not the first one to wonder bakit nagkakaroon ng fatty liver even if you're not drinking. And the problem is, sa nakikita natin ngayon, yung isa pala sa mga, I know you are somewhat familiar with macronutrients, di ba? Carbs, fats, and proteins. But for the longest time, yung hindi natin nakita was actually the contribution of carbohydrates in formation of fatty liver. You cannot imagine the connection. You cannot imagine the connection.
Kinex ko sa kanya, kay Alvin kanina, nang biglang sinabi niya, biningan niya yung sugar.
How come? How come? It's because yung sugar, carbohydrates in the form of glucose or in the form of rice or even in fruits, the moment you eat them, hindi lang basta tumataas yung blood sugar mo. The moment your blood sugar increases, your insulin also increases. So, the hormone insulin, we all know, akala natin, yung purpose lang niya is pababain yung blood sugar. It goes up so that the blood sugar will go down by making sure na yung blood sugar natin is papasok sa cells. But what we don't know, insulin pala is also what we call as fat-storing hormone. When there is insulin, your body will stop burning fats automatically. And the worst part, it will not just stop burning fats, but it will trigger the process of what we call as de novo lipogenesis. De novo means from scratch. Lipogenesis is fat production. So it will actually induce your body to create fats from scratch. And that scratch, that ingredient, it doesn't come from fats from pork, from beef, from eggs, from avocado, from coconut. It can actually come from fructose, from fruits, from sugar, from rice. So kahit ba nag-avoid ka ng red meat, kahit ba nag-avoid ka ng lechon, nag-avoid ka ng lechon, hindi ka na kumakain ng lechon for the longest time, you should eat. Meron kaming leftover lechon dyan, nadala ni mami. You should eat now. But the most important part is when you eat it without carbohydrates. Yung problem ng iba, kumakain ng lechon, mahirap kumain ng walang rice. Hindi ka...
Nakasanayan natin.
Oh, nakasanayan before, di ba? Kayo, dalawa. I think you're the most rice eaters that I know, like growing up, di ba? Magkasama kayo nung college. Alam mo kung gaano sila ka, like ano yung kinakain niyo before, like chingay. Ganito kaliit na ulam, and then yung rice, unlimited. So, those times, you were still young, your metabolism is still good, you're physically active, you're always moving around, and somewhat nabiburn yun. But the moment you reach 30s, your metabolism is different. And also, physical activity. But ang isa pa dyan is the tolerance of our body to insulin also goes down. So when your insulin is always up and you no longer burn the same way you were burning before, so even if you, especially you are not a fat former, like I think you've never been fat all your life. So the problem is, saan napupunta yung epekto ng insulin that is fat inducing, fat forming, non-fat burning, where did it all go? Kasi hindi ka naman tumataba. Other people grow fat, but you don't. But there's very limited parts of the human body, especially the non-fat formers, to accumulate fats. And sadly, it's in the liver and it's in your visceral fats. So, yung mga taba na nakakover sa intestines, sa liver, sa heart, those are the visceral fats. Those are the dangerous fats. Kaya, maraming mga taong non-fat formers like payat, pero kapag kumakain sila, like when they eat a lot on a series of like festivities, hindi sila tumataba pero lumalaki yung kanilang tiyan. So, it's because the fats are already accumulating inside their belly. And with you, hindi naman malaki yung tiyan mo, but it's already seeing damage in your liver.
So to put into context, yung fatty liver, hindi lang pala siya like galing talaga sa taba.
Yeah. It's the worst combination. If you eat fats like the usual Pinoy na kanin at lechon, that's the worst combination. But between removing the lechon, but if you compensate it with unlimited rice, you can still have fatty liver. But if you eat lechon without the rice, without the soft drinks, without the other carbs, your body, the moment na mababa yung insulin, because among the three macronutrients, the fats, the proteins, and carbohydrates, fats and proteins will not induce insulin spike. So, the moment ng insulin mo sa katawan is just low level, normal level, automatic fat burning mode. So, fat burning mode is your body coming from the fat that you eat or from your own fats. Even if you are looking very lean, you still have some fats to lose. And that fats can be activated into energy. That's why you were asking a while ago. Kaming tatlo, hindi pa kami kumakain.
Yeah.
The three of us, and you cannot imagine, di ba?
So, your daily course, energy,
Yeah.
Kung wala kang kinakain na ba?
Para you
cannot think
feel,
properly.
you cannot think properly, sumasakit yung ulo, nanghihina, and all of those
Mabilis
things.
magalit.
Mabilis magalit, but
And,
but did you notice any of that sa aming tatlo ngayon?
Kita ko sa mga post ito before or lately na yung just to bring up the anger part na wala yung patience mo.
It became more positive na. More positive. And it's because, yes, we have certain calorie allowance requirement for the day. Like, so for example, for you, if you're 70 kilogram, you will need about 2,000 kilocalories a day. So, if you are not fat burning, if you are always glucose dependent, carbohydrate yung source mo ng energy, you should need to eat all of that from food. But, if ever you are already, tawag natin doon, fat adapted, ibig sabihin yung katawan mo is already flexible. It can burn glucose, it can burn fats. Then, sa times na wala kang kinakain, your body will automatically burn energy coming from your fats. But that will never happen if you've eaten carbs. Because the moment you eat carbs, 18 hours 18 hours average, your insulin will be in your system. And the moment that insulin is in your system, you will always be on glucose burning mode.
18 hours?
18 hours. So
ano lang, usually, mas mabilis yung, or mas matagal yung,
Wala nang fat
oh,
storage.
so for kami, for example, if we ate yesterday just meat, and low carb foods. And then, for example, the calories already depleted this morning. So automatically, the moment na ubos na yung kinain namin from yesterday, automatically, the fat that we have in our body, yun lang yung automatic matatap. But if you've eaten, say, for example, last night, carbs, pagkagising mo, sobrang gutom. That's why you can't imagine. That's why you can't imagine like us na hindi pa kumakain up to like what's time? What time is it now? 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh,
3:40.
3:40. It's almost
I'm
4
not even
o'clock.
hungry.
Yeah, we just miss food. We just miss. Nami-miss na namin yung pagkain. But like if ever there's no food around, we can survive without food. Pero since we are here and we are together and meron tayong project going to Eurotex to send some relief goods and tagal nyo nang hindi nakita rin, di ba? So it's a good time to eat. We always eat now, not just for the sake of eating, but actually more on celebration of life. Yun talaga yung the way we eat now. And yun nga, sabi kanina, we ordered, so it's a ramen place, so we ordered again another ramen. Pero, as per usual, yung low carb ramen natin, for those na nakapanood ng video natin with low carb ramen, so it doesn't have any noodles, so it's just vegetables. It's just vegetables, the soup, and the meat. So, pinakuha namin. So, we asked them to remove. Oo, kasi Oo, tsaka sayang din, merong tao ibang gusto talaga ng noodles, so they can just have it. But for us, it's not worth it. It's not worth the space in your stomach na mapupunta lang sa carbs that will stop your fat burning, that will make you have brain fog. Actually, we can't think straight if we are eating carbs. Our mind is sharp because by evolution, the concept kasi of low carb and fasting nutrition is evolution. If you are hungry, you are actually sharper. Diba? Because when you are hunting, you're not supposed to be weak. If you are as hunter-gatherers na time, as hunter-gatherers, you will not survive and thrive as human race. If ever manghihina tayo kung wala tayong pagkain. And yes, there's panghihina, but only during that transition phase. From that immediate time after you ate and then the next meal. Pero after a day of not eating, your body will start ketosis and your brain actually functions better optimally without brain fog if it's using ketones or fats as fuel than glucose. Akala kasi natin before, glucose lang, sugar lang yung kayang kainin ng ating brain. But now there are a lot of studies saying those people who are always using glucose as energy are prone to neurodegenerative diseases, most common in the Philippines, Alzheimer's, dementia. In our culture, expected na. Kapag matanda ka na, ulyanin ka na, makakalimutin ka na. And it's actually shouldn't be that way. If only we know how to eat right. So, bago kami pumunta dito, Alvin just came in together with Luther and nagpadala kami ng pagkain sa bahay. So, eto, nagluto sila. It's just vegetables. So, that's just mixed vegetables. Sorry. And yung leftover lechon. So, that's leftover lechon. And ito yung pinaka staple namin. So this is hindi yan mawawalan. The moment na maubos na to, gumagawa na sila ulit. So this is just beef, ground pork, and ground liver. Because liver is very nutritious. It's one of the most nutritious food in the world. It's the nutrient dense, especially beef liver. So this is beef liver. So walang carbs, walang kahit anong extender. Fresh pa lang, we already mix it. Just put salt only, and then luto na. We usually cook it half cooked, like 5 minutes each side, and then store it in refrigerator. And anytime you want, initin mo na lang 3 minutes. So it's very easy. So hindi ibig sabihin that when we eat this way, you will take time. It will take so much time. So that is what we are going to eat ngayon. Question? Yes, go.
Fatty liver. So, this one, fatty liver, should I be worried? What's the next step for me?
So, if you go by the standard management, if you get consult, for example, with an internal medicine, bibigyan ka, Andrew will answer you. Ano yung ginawa before nung na-diagnose ka with fatty liver?
Na-diagnose ako ng fatty liver noong 2016. Ano kasi seaman ako before. Na 2016, tapos nagano kami, nabinigyan ako ng, pwede mo magsabi, liver plus.
Okay lang,
Liver
okay.
plus. Tapos yun, para sampa ako sa barko.
Oh, kasi
Yan ang
hindi ka
requirement.
tatanggapin if we ever you will not get the medicine, di ba?
Yes, kasi yung SGPT ko around 79.
79.
Dapat 0 to 49 ang SGPT, yung normal.
Oh.
79 ako, kaya kailangan ko ng, ng gamot.
Oh.
Kaya nakasampa ko, and di na ko umiinom ng alcohol, ganyan, iniwasan na.
Pati red meat, di ba? Sinabi ko pa sa'yo noon,
Yes.
umiwas ka ng red
Oo,
meat.
sabi mo, umiwas na red meat, umiwas naman. Tapos, nung 2017, another sampa naman uli. Ganun pa din, bumaba ng 73 or 76.
Oo,
Kahit
kakunti
ba
lang.
may ininom ka na nun?
Oo,
Kahit may
iniinom.
inom na.
Tapos, wala.
Nakita ko nga yung chat natin na nag-ano sa memory. Sabi mo pa sa akin, 54 peso per tablet.
Oo,
So, sinabi mo pa,
ganun.
oo.
Tapos yung nung 2018 na, pati liver pa rin ako.
Oo.
Pero nung sinabi mo na sa akin na mag-low carb na, susubukan ko nga. Kasi hindi ko talaga ma-let go yung rice. So,
Oo.
sinubukan ko.
Nauna pa tayong mag-fasting.
Oo,
Nauna
fasting.
tayong fasting.
Tapos nung na 3 months na lang natira nun, nung 3 months na, nung umuwi na, nagpa-post medical. Yung 79,
Ano na?
naging 9.
Ano na?
9, 3 months na.
Iwas sa mga nagpapatiliver.
When we first started, we started with fasting. Like, 24 hours, once a day ka lang kakain, like that. Tapos, meron pa kaming time na nag-extended fasting kami. 3 days, di ba?
Oo.
Your longest. Tapos, sinabihan ko siya, pero mas mabuti, dapat kunin mo na yung rice. He can't let go of rice. Sabi niya sa akin noon, mag-fasting na ako at lahat-lahat, huwag
Okay,
mong
okay.
pakialaman yung rice ko. Yun yung sabi
Yan,
niya.
yan.
So, hindi ko na pinakialaman. Pero on his own, he removed the rice and in just 2 months, 3 months,
3 months.
3 months lang.
Not just rice, but also bread,
Oh,
pasta, biscuit,
potato.
Parang it's a tall order, di ba? Parang lahat na. Where do I start? Sa kanin muna. Kasi pag lahat ng...
Actually, if you want to heal fast, you can do the slow way, no? But we believe, no? Kaya niya yan, no?
Kaya mo
Mentally,
yan.
you're mentally strong. What you need lang is replacement, and with the bulk, you can eat as many salad that you want, greens, and as much as meat as you want. So fish, pork, chicken, eggs, beef, you can try that until satisfaction, until busog ka na talaga. Just do that, you can see, even in 2 weeks time, pwede ka magpa-repeat ng inyong...
Yeah.
2 weeks time pa para...
Yeah, you
At
can just check.
naniniwala ko kay Luther, naniniwala ko sa kanya. Dahil nang let go niya yung lechon.
Oo, mas mahirap i-let go yung lechon.
And also, for you to believe, di ba, aside from fatty liver, you are pre-diabetic also. Try mo within 2 days lang or 1 day na tanggalin mo lahat ng carbs.
Oo,
And then
magiging
magpo-meter
normal
ka,
yan.
normal agad yan.
Okay, ano bang date ngayon? 26?
26.
I will try my hardest.
Right now, we will eat right now na low
Alright.
carb. So this is your first low carb na meal.
Tapos after 2 weeks, magpapatest ulit ako.
Oo.
Tomorrow morning, mag-check ka ng glucometer mo basta wala ka ng intake ngayon na...
Hindi yung sa SGPT part. Sige,
Okay,
Yeah, 2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Try mo after 2 weeks. Okay? Yun lang. And then you can drink as many water, tea, coffee, black, plain. Okay? And you just increase your salt intake. Kasi the first time, the first time kasi you will do salt wasting. You will excrete more salt. Iihi ka ng marami. You will no longer retain more water. So you need to replenish your salt. So yun lang. And you are
In
good to
short,
go.
don't avoid salt.
Okay.
Don't avoid salt. Don't be afraid of salt. If you can see it, no, you've been avoiding pork, you've been avoiding everything. Especially ano yung napanood mong movie?
Game Changer was trying to follow Game Changer.
And naging fatty liver ka.
Nahilo sila.
Hindi well, I just tried to say when it made sense na yung try lang na plant-based and everything. So I did that.
Yeah.
Pero it was hard. It was easier said than done. And then,
Yeah.
nagulat talaga ako na may fatty liver ako.
Yeah.
Ano.
And
Pero,
then,
after 2 weeks, I'll try to contact Alvin again and then
Yeah.
we'll check.
yeah. You can see that. So because our foundation with low carb nutrition and fasting, it's not about animal rights like the vegan.
Yeah.
It's not about business. It's not about marketing. It's not even pharmaceutical based. It's not even medical based. It's just evolution. Our history as humans. Our history, we thrive as hunter-gatherer. And as hunter-gatherer, by the name hunter-gatherer, ano yung iisipin mong kinakain natin? It's meat.
Meat.
We've been eating meat a lot. And kumakain tayo, yung mga gatherers, nag-gather, kapag walang na-hunt, kapag hindi successful yung hunt, that's the time that we eat whatever is around. But our main meal is really So we believe that eating meat is really hunting talaga. So yun lang, we will already start our low carb meal. So this is the first for Luther. No? I hope.
I would just like to add regarding hunting. There not every day are so successful with hunting nila. There are times na wala silang makuha. So, ibig sabihin nun, fasting time. And
Yeah.
we are still doing fine.
Yeah. And we thrive actually. Ang katawan actually natin is built to fast than eat all the time. Actually.
I don't know how to react right now properly.
Nag-goosebumps.
You should.
Sorry, na-corner ka, no?
Because as humans, we fast more than this.
It's the first time that you heard something about this?
Yeah, and then thankfully daw kasi we were just talking about car wash kanina, and then biglang I flagged na lang sa kanya na, boy, may pa-deliver ako, and then biglang sabi niya,
Dapat sabay kami po car wash eh.
And then here I am, just learning things na, yung mga conception.
I know it can be overwhelming, especially if the
Yeah.
first time you've heard it. That's also the reason why we have this advocacy. Because for me as a doctor, like I learned this 3 years ago lang on my own research. And yun nga, sabi ni Andrew, before that, when he first told me na fatty liver, yun din yung sabi ko sa kanya, avoid the meats. And then sabi ko, huwag ka nang uminom. Tapos sinasabi niya sa akin, hindi ako uminom. At hindi ako niniwala. No, uminom ka dyan sa barko ko. Yun, I really have this mindset na yun talaga yung nakaka-lead into fatty liver. And last month, we had a series of meet and greet na in Manila, in Davao, in Iloilo, low carb practitioners. And sobrang dami doon, especially in Davao. Mga girls na mga petit, sobrang liliit nila, pero may mga fatty liver. They've been eating fruits a lot. You know how abundant yung fruits sa Mindanao? And I think, no, fruits in general are okay, are good. Pero nasa caution list natin yan. Because by nature, hindi naman talaga available yung fruits all year round. Ngayon na lang yan. Import-export na it's everywhere already. Plus the GMOs na nag-grow na ang mga seedless na fruits and even plantation of fruits na
May grapes dito, may apple.
May grapes.
Paano yung mga apple sa Pilipinas?
Even yung grapes and apple na like winter sa ibang lugar na hindi sila tumutubo that time, ngayon, like us here,
All year round.
all year round, meron tayong available. So, we are already eating way different than what our body is used to. And when we say our body is used to, it's not the kind of eating na nakasanayan natin when we were small. It's the kind of eating our body, genetic makeup of our body as humans, as it evolved in thousands of years na nasanay. Without processed foods, without all of these sugar talaga, primarily, sugar and fructose. Sila yung pinakamalaking culprit talaga, plus toxic oil. So, yung mga vegetable oil, canola oil, yan. Another topic at another time. But if I may suggest, kung uuwi ka ngayon, try to buy coconut oil. Minola, Baguio, Magnolia, yun na lang yung gagamitin.
Is it the same with palm oil?
No. So, palm oil is really from palm trees. So, coconut is really from our coconut. So, coconut is healthier and it's more sustainable in the environment. So, that is much better. And it is locally produced in the Philippines. So, support local. So, yun?
Yeah.
Okay?
Salamat.
You have, hindi na tumatanggap ng coaching si Coach Andrew kasi busy-busy na. But, special.
At si Mami nagsabi,
Andiyan si Mami?
salt and pepper daw yung sa...
Salt and pepper, yun pala yung secret ni Maming. So, si Maming kasi daw sa burger patty. So, salt and pepper. Hello, Maming!
Great mo siya, kahit nasa kanya na.
Di ba?
See you later daw, or
May date pa tayo,
Ming, ikaw siguro ang makakapag...
Pero
si Maming na lang yung coach. Yung galing si Maming mag-coach. Si Maming na lang mag-coach sa'yo. So, that's it. We will eat now and enjoy our low-carb food. And again, this is Luther.
Thank you,
Andrew, and
Alvin.
Always remember to stay low carb so that we all stay safe. Bye-bye. Ay, wait. Maglagay tayo ng ating masterclass dyan. If ever you're interested to join our masterclass, kakalimutan pa natin. Yan. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.